¿Cómo estás? Estoy muy bien, gracias. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me as I present our November 2025 budget in Puerto Morelos, Mexico. I am Jennifer and I am one half of Two Gringos on the Golf. Welcome to our channel. I'm just going to go through each budget item as I have them sorted, and I'll let you know the Mexican peso amount, the US dollar amount, and the Canadian dollar amount. I'll just go through each item and how much it was, and then at the end I'm going to talk a little bit about our dining out amount and my thoughts on it and experience, etc. Okay, so let's get started. So our rent here is 13,500 pesos, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, little house in a gated community. That's 657 US dollars, 950 Canadian dollars. The peso has lost some oomph this month. Groceries, 7,502 pesos, 365 US dollars, 528 Canadian dollars. Dining out was $8,854, 431 pesos, 431 US dollars, 623 Canadian dollars. Gas, we spent 900, we filled it up once, 900 pesos, which is 44 US dollars, 63 Canadian dollars. No power bill as of yet. Our last one was 0 pesos because we have solar power. I have no reason to believe our next one won't be a 0 as well. And I do expect one in December. 944 pesos for cell phones, 2 cell phones, which is 46 US dollars and 66 Canadian dollars. Most people will not pay this on cell phones, but Daryl has a plan with a lot of gigs, because he's building, creating, and establishing a YouTube channel. So most of you will not have such a high bill. I spend 200 pesos on my phone, and I don't use them. I think I get 3 gigas, and I use nowhere near that, but it expires. So I go the pay-as-you-go plan kind of thing. Household items, 793 pesos, 39 US dollars, 56 Canadian dollars. I think this was various items. Most of them were from a store that we like to go called Miniso. And I kind of describe Miniso as like a dollar store elevated. So it's not as, the quality is better than a dollar store, but it is completely all imported from China stuff. Just a little bit better quality. There was some electronics I bought from Amazon, like I was having troubles with my mouses, and this little adapter here that allows you to plug in more USB things. The Amazon ones were not working. And I got this one from Miniso, and I've never had issues with it in the last 3 years. So good quality stuff. So most of that stuff, and Daryl got a mouse, and so I put this under household items. It probably could have been split between household and personal, but it all went under household. Mouse pad, just little household things. Personal purchases, 200 pesos, 10 US dollars, 14 Canadian dollars. That was Spanish lessons. So it was kind of a pay-as-you-go per tip thing with Diego. He does Mondays at El Pirata Spanish class. And it was fine. Okay, so prescription. So I got some of my acid reflux medicine. I got 3 boxes, 500 pesos, more like it. 24 US dollars, 35 Canadian dollars. Amazon purchases were 709 pesos, 34 US dollars, 50 Canadian dollars. And Daryl got some more clothes and some eyeglasses, which we're still waiting for them to be delivered. So total budget was 33,897 pesos, 1,650 US dollars, 2,386 Canadian dollars, which is excellent. I'm not complaining about this budget at all, even though the dining out budget was pretty high. So a couple things here. We were dog sitting in Playa del Carmen for 5 or 6 days. And not that we ate out a lot, but probably more than if we were just staying at home. As well, so a little bit extra there, like probably 3 times extra there than what we normally would have. And I think it's a little bit more expensive here. We can find cheaper restaurants for sure, and we have. We just had birria. It was 300 pesos for the both of us. But we also, like, when we go to the beach, sometimes we go to the beach and we just throw down a towel and we're fine, or we bring sandwiches. But sometimes we like to go to, what do you call them? Beach clubs. So that's more expensive. Like, you're right on the beach, so you're going to pay for that. Like, it's a little more expensive. So, you know, we're paying 1,000 pesos for a meal instead of 300 pesos. So that's quite a big significance. So in that respect, it's more expensive. So we don't have to do that, and we are doing it less. So I think the dining out may come down. We'll see. Just because I think it was a couple extras in there. Plus we had our turkey dinner in there. Now that's not going to happen every month, and because we went and did it like at a proper restaurant with a reservation and all that, it was a little bit more expensive. It's not something they normally have on their menu, and it wasn't unreasonable for the turkey dinner. I think it was $3.50, and you got turkey, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts, and a biscuit. I'm having troubles remembering now. Maybe no biscuit, but whatever. And then the pie was extra. So I think if my memory serves, it was $5.50 per plate if you got the pie with it. So that's not bad. But, oh, you know what? I'm talking about this. Yeah, that wasn't even on this budget. So sorry. So we'll talk about turkey dinner on the next budget. But we did go to La Serena, and it was expensive. And that was just a regular, so it was 1,100 pesos just for that meal, and 1 drink each and 1 meal each. And it wasn't anything special on the menu. Like, it wasn't really like steak or anything. It was just, I think I had a sandwich, and I don't remember what Daryl had. So that's a really expensive restaurant. So it'll be very rare that we go there. We were invited to go to check out the open mic night, and we've gone. It was fine, but we're probably never going to do that again. We went for the Thanksgiving, so that was a special event. I don't know if I'll do that again. I might try somewhere else, because there's, you know, turkey dinners in other places, but we wanted to try that one. So that's not to say we'll never go to La Serena again. It's just going to be infrequent, so we'll be saving money there. I do plan on traveling a lot, and also down at the beach it's more expensive. So Daryl and I were discussing this earlier, like the events and the happenings seem to be happening on port side. So we live on the Colonial side, and things seem to be happening on the port side. So we'll go down there and we'll eat down there. It's more expensive down there than up here. So I think next time we do that, we'll just go to the event, and if we want to eat, we'll come back to the Colonial side and try some restaurants here that we've heard great things about, but we're never on this side doing anything, so we haven't had the opportunity. So we're going to have to make a concentrated effort to come back to the Colonial side to try these restaurants. We did try one on this side, Pacao. was wonderful. These were like so good. And I think that's on this, yeah, it's on this budget. It was 400 pesos and we each had shrimp. And I think maybe Jamaica or Coke or whatever. So that's completely reasonable. Like 400 pesos is like 20 Canadian, so probably 15 US. Let me see if I can do better. 20 US, 30 Canadian for a dinner. So, could you get cheaper? Of course. But I thought it was pretty reasonable for shrimp. Like it's shrimp. It wasn't tacos. Okay, so I've rambled on enough about our dining out. I expect it to be lower next month, but we'll see. I'm happy with everything else, like $500 for groceries, yeah, great. And nothing too extravagant. So I did do the totals, yes. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to me blather. Have an excellent holiday season, and we'll see you on the next budget video. Adios. Hasta el próximo video.